Hey guys, welcome to Legend of Heroes Trails to Daybreak. Still at the beginning of the game, so no big deal so far. I think we just got a case at the Spriggan office, and that was about it. We saved it. So let's check it out.
Especially for a child battling cancer. Call or go online and save the lives of children like Daybreak.
Now, I'm 11 years old. We were actually doing the checkup for my brain, and they saw something in my throat. Is thyroid cancer?
It was heartbreaking to find out that he has cancer again, but we knew who we had behind us. It just gives me hope. You can make a difference. Without saying or its donors.
These kids, they've done nothing.
I'm sorry. Sorry, dude.
This is the easiest swap for healthy people.
Sorry.
Moving away waiting strip plus moving away waiting toothpaste, making you way more weight. It helps support mental health for healthy white meat, and it's so big. You can get moving out at Walmart.
14 years old has unleashed all things since invading Ukraine, torturing Christian leaders, destroying churches, and burning Bibles, kidnapping thousands of Ukrainian children and holding them hostage in Russia. Fully enslaving and women of all ages. Really and rage is the front line. Together, we must stand.
16 to go, and we are seeing the candidates on the ground right now. Kamala Harris is rallying in Harrisburg, PA. We know just how important Pennsylvania is, one of the major battlegrounds in electoral votes. It is critical for each of the candidates' pathways to victory. 19 electoral votes up for grabs, and this is the most of any battleground state. So she's working the ground in Harrisburg, PA, and it's not just the top of the state. The Senate is fighting just Fox Power rankings show Republicans in the driver's seat right now, but it is close. Republican Senator Minority Whip John Thune right now. We did reach out to the Democratic Senate Majority Whip Dick Durbin, who is welcome. Senator, welcome to you. So just how do Republicans have the edge?
Well, good afternoon, Senator. Great to get you. And Republicans obviously are working very hard to have the edge. Our candidates are out there that have been hustling, running great campaigns. We have really high candidate candidates across the state and all the
can come back another time.
just to raise or thin. I mean, every one of these races really is going to come down to who gets their voters out. And what we find encouraging is that the early vote, in other words, those people who are getting out and voting early, the data we're seeing from that suggests that Republicans are turning out big numbers, and that's obviously good for our Senate candidates. It's good for President Trump at the top of the ticket. But we're working very hard to get a Senate majority. We're hoping to flip a few of those Democrat-held seats in particularly the Rust Belt, the Sun Belt, and in some other places around the country. It looks good. It feels good at the moment. But again, it's all about pushing through the tape and making sure you execute the game plan and your voters.
Yeah, I mean, and some of the Senate battlegrounds are also presidential White House battlegrounds as well, as we could hear, as we were looking at those graphics up on the screen. It shows clearly right now our power rankings forecasting GOP to take leadership there in the Senate. But this is just one of the highlights. We've got Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin in that toss-up category. So talk to us about how close those are
Oh,
and
you
where
know
you
that
see
man.
some of these races
Is he
will
the one we're
eventually
looking
go.
for?
Sure is.
I
Let's
was
go
in
see what we can
Wisconsin
get out of
yesterday,
here.
Ohio the day before that, and I'm still planning to get to Pennsylvania and Michigan before the election, Sandra. So I'm getting a sense on the ground. Anecdotally, there's a ton of energy out there. But I think every one of those races, it's just really, they're tighter than a tip right now. And it is all going to come down to that handful of undecided voters and the closing arguments our candidates are able to make. And then making sure that the ground game, which is the
What to
blocking and
do?
tackling
What
campaigns,
to
that
do?
we get out the vote
They
and make sure
haven't
that
caught
nobody
on to
gets
me
votes so
yet.
that when election day rolls around,
But
Republican
think,
voters are going to the
if I
polls.
can pull
So
this
it's,
off,
you know, the
I'm
signs
gonna
are all
be so
encouraging there.
rich.
But it really will come down to that, you know, to the get out the vote operation, how
The hell do
successful
you
that is.
feel like,
But
right?
if you look at all the states in the so-called Rust Belt, that is the Democrats now with the top of the ticket. They're obviously
Anytime he
Trump
want
and
me, he leads me
Kamala
to
Harris, so
nothing but
he's getting
trouble.
votes in those same states. But it has a lot of down ballot implications. If President Trump does well, I think a lot of our citizen states are going to
Kidding
do
me?
well at the same time. So we're again encouraged by
I
it.
would have made
But
back
you
from
don't have
double
yet
bad.
the rest of
You
your
haven't
loyals.
got
You
my
have to
way.
make sure that you push the
Supposed to
tape
be in
and
the same
we're home
business
stretch,
as
and our candidates are working really hard to get the word out.
It's hard to believe. Here we got 6 days to go to the election, and you were just highlighting a moment ago in yellow those toss-ups that you were highlighting that blue wall in the presidential race, and we're looking at that as the toss-up category for these Senate battlegrounds. But these are some of these are the battlegrounds for the presidential race as well. So let me ask you about that. We know there are pathways to victory for each of the candidates. Obviously, Kamala Harris will easily sweep that blue wall and get to 270. We know Donald Trump right now, he pulls Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, he gets to 270. What do you see as the pathway to victory for Donald Trump?
Well, I think he's going to do well in all those blue wall states. President Trump, I think, is positioned to win and really to win big. Because I just think people are tired of what they have. And, you know, what this administration is known for, what the Biden-Harris administration is known for, is one, high prices, and two, open borders. Those are the two issues that are most on the minds of voters across this country, and certainly in the battleground states that I have visited. And I think when it comes time to vote, they're going to ask themselves that basic question: am I better off than I was 4 years ago? You know, they're paying 21% more for groceries, 40% more for gas, 45% more for electricity. Housing's up, everything's up. It costs the average family $13,000 more per year than it did when Biden and Harris took office, just to break even. So I think those pocketbook issues are going to drive out into the polls, and I think that's the message that wins for Donald Trump. That and the fact that we have a disaster at our southern border that is leading to increased crime in this country, making America less safe. And as people think about this election, they're going to be thinking about my neighborhood. Is my neighborhood safe? Is my community safe? Is my
Well,
country safe?
you're right,
And
Curly.
I think that they're thinking
You
about
haven't changed
what
your
they're paying
mind. You know
for
where to
their
find me.
necessities every single day, and how much they've gone up under the Biden-Harris administration. So again, I think when it push comes to shove, all these battleground states, which are battleground in the presidential level, also places where we have competitive Senate races, we have a really good chance of doing exceedingly well. But again, you can't take anything for granted, and we've got to make sure that everybody stays motivated as we get into the final week here.
Is perhaps the Republican Party taking for granted Nikki Haley as a resource? I know she's been out there campaigning in the Senate race in Pennsylvania. We just heard that she hasn't spoken to Trump since June. Would it help if she was out on the trail stopping for Trump?
I think you want to deploy all your assets, especially the final week of the campaign. And if the campaign is convinced that she could be useful, then I'd put her to work. I think you want to put everybody to work. They've got a lot of surrogates out there, people who are doing a great job. They're literally missing 40 years of I'm all for having her out there. I'm for having anybody who can be additive. And there's certainly voters I think that she brings to the polls, but ultimately that's a decision the campaign needs to make. I'm not going to try and advise them. I think they're looking at the numbers. They know what works and what doesn't work. But I think the message right now is high prices and open borders. I think those are the two issues that are motivating votors, and that's the message our members are candidates are
The
delivering.
terrace is just up ahead.
As long as you need.
Thanks, Sandra.
All right, thank you. Donald Trump and VP Harris are headed to Arizona tomorrow to make their final pitch to voters. Long line seen there, but it's the length of the ballots
I'll
that
be waiting for you.
That
Take
could
it slow.
cause
You're gonna stick out like a sore thumb otherwise.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I save hundreds. But the money I save, I get a wax figure myself. Oh, such a tougher load. What you need.
Looks like he went behind the stairs.
As they get older, their risk of getting really sick from flu, COVID-19, or RSV goes up. So talk to them about getting this season's vaccines, because you've still got so many good talks to have.
If you're shopping for a home, you could browse hundreds of listings to find homes with big yards, or compare lot sizes all at once. Searching for a home to find space to grow. Home search will never be the same again.
Choosing the right candidate for any office is difficult, whether the office is square or even oval. But ZipRecruiter finds quality candidates for your office fast. If only every decision could be this easy.
It's too credit now you can run your business on time. Business is good. It could be time to expand. Time for Biz 2 credit. When bills are piling up, you might need extra cash to get ahead.
Time for Mr. K.
Our fast and convenient online process makes it easy to get the funding you need. When it's time to take your business to new heights, Biz 2 credit makes it possible. Go to biz2credit.com/5. Call 800-200-2891. Biz 2 credit. Funding what's next.
Challenge 1-on-1 with Donald Trump continues as the election day approaches. View the presidential candidates' final message to voters. Part 2 of the exclusive interview tonight on
Do you bashful?
What?
It's a nice staff.
What's the latest? Anything?
Yeah, he's going to take 1 month to see what happens.
Almost game time here. Dude, is he serious? Guess they still don't think you're ready for this job. Maybe they don't expect you without hats on, but they see just another ex job looking to cash in. They don't care who you are or what you did. Disrespect is a gift. Yeah, I'm ready.
Forget long lines, it might be the length of the ballots in Arizona that's in focus right now. We see a whole lot more Hi, Sandra. So the ballot here in Maricopa County, which is where the majority of the people in this state live, is 2 pages double-sided with, on average, about 79 contests, and that includes everything from president down to school boards and 13 state propositions, including ones on abortion access and immigration. Why this matters? We've been talking to early voters all week, and they are telling us it is taking some time to fill out that ballot.
30 minutes up. Most of the things I knew, I wanted to vote on, a couple of other things, just doing some last minute research.
But you can rest about 20 to 25 minutes. Really smooth. Maricopa County elections officials want things to stay smooth, so they are urging folks should vote early because these past few weeks already have surpassed this moment in time in 2020 in terms of turnout. Officials say $1 million have been received in Maricopa County so far, and they are bracing for a record amount of people to vote in person on election day. That means long lines slow down by the long ballot.
We have put a great plan in place to try and keep those lines as short as possible, but people need to make the plan. And we have given people the tools so that they can avoid those city center car long lines, that they can avoid them.
In which ballots are counted under Arizona election laws. On election night, remember this, the first ballot results that we're going to hear about will be from the early voters and all the ballots that were carried in up until this Friday, which is why both Harris and Trump are going to be in Arizona tomorrow to really push people and remind them to get their ballots turned in by the end of the week. Sandra, Alicia here in Arizona for a station, Alicia. Now, not around Michigan, where Trump and Harris are left in a dead heat. What are voters saying there? Fox News' Alexis McAdams has been speaking with some in Detroit today. Alexis? Well, here in Detroit, Michigan, black voters telling me it all comes down to the economy. Why? Because they say it's simple. They have more money in their pockets because former President Donald Trump was in the White House, so they'd like to see him back so they don't have to work 2 to 3 jobs. And they would rather make ends meet. But it is coming down to the wire here in this specific demographic here in Detroit, San Francisco. Most of them never voted Republican before, but they feel like they can ditch by Democrats. The greatest thing that the Democrats need for black people is express democracy. Because of the failures, they're horrible. Look what they've done to our community. Okay, so that's Pastor Lorenzo Sewell. His church is on the west side of Detroit. It's a neighborhood, he says, is in major decline, and it's not just on the west side, okay, but across the Motor City. Tell me a little bit about this specific neighborhood here in Detroit.
You're talking about some of the highest crime, some of the highest poverty.
No, you don't.
President Donald Trump hears that. He's promised a Michigan miracle here, vowing to bring back the auto industry and revive Detroit. As Vice President Kamala Harris is crisscrossing the state, planning to do the same. As she says, a victory here has to go through Detroit. So the Senate race in Michigan favor is now a toss-up, okay? Republican candidate Mike Bloomberg is now executing a shift on the ground in the black community.
We've had conversations in all of those communities, and they're starting to say, okay, well, I'm open to a conversation. They're not saying they're Republican. They're not saying I'm all in. What they're saying is, I know the Democrats aren't working for us. I'm willing to listen to you.
And the latest polls from USA Today that were out this morning show this is a dead heat in Michigan when it comes to the presidential race. So it's really only a few days left, and both candidates are trying to make that round. We're talking 47 to 47% for Harris and Trump. 1% goes to RFK Jr. because they won't take him off the ballot. After our conversation yesterday, I thought I would say cheers, Alexis. Thank you very much. Cheers. All right. Will it be trick or treat for Trump or Harris ahead of next Tuesday? What Halloween spending would you say today?
Was it this kid? You're going to help us find Santa Claus?
Has been kidnapped. You can't trust this guy. He's on the list. So how do you know what this guy?
Look who's moving ahead.
So much free portion of that. Makes it really easy to keep them lean.
In the morning, it's a lot of stereotypes in the past.
Hi, I'm Jay Jackson. For almost 20 years, Abacus Life has been purchasing life insurance policies from Santa, and in just seconds, you can use the free calculator at abacuspace.com to learn what your policy might be worth. For many of my clients, selling their life insurance to Abacus works great for them. So don't sell or lapse your policy without going to abacuspace.com first. There are no fees and no obligations. Get the real value for your life insurance
The best part of any of those renovation shows is always the transformation they show you at the end. I'm Brian Gary here with Brian Price from Renewal by Anderson, and he's going to show us some of their transformation. Hey Brian, let me ask you, choose the same style with that? Same can go for your windows and doors. For example, extreme doing dishes. These girls are black. The dark window style that is
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
We do offer something that a lot of other window companies don't. And that's amazing items. A lot of times you can upgrade your windows and doors and not pay anything for an entire year. You do a lot of people finance. It makes the job even more affordable, so most of our customers. How do you do window repairs compared to tile? Some of them are really low, which means they don't always last. Our composite fiber material is 2 times stronger than vinyl. It's affordable to last. Okay, that's sure, this customer wanted a door with a lot more stuff. Our door is beautiful, provides enhanced security, and is designed to be weathertight. Wow, it really changes the whole look. That is something that impressed. Just call it an appointment. We can replace your window division units, so you don't have to be covered. Look at the great price that's lasting for a year. Before October 31st, buy one window, patio door, or entry door, and get the next one 40% off. That's 40% off with a minimum purchase of 4. Plus, even extra $35 on every window and door you buy with no money down, no monthly payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer ends over 31st for a quick appointment with Renewal by Anderson. Call 1-800-704-4200. That's 1-800-704-4200.
Alrighty, final blitz of key money reports hitting voters with just 6 days until the election. To everyone's now, the White House with the very latest
We know the choices for the election, but the economy is also on the ballot here. Now, we got the third quarter estimates for GDP, and it's 2.8%. But when you look at that number, again, slightly down from the second quarter estimate, but still very strong. Some economists say you have to look underneath them. Guess what sector it was where the economy is growing? Government. Government was by far the biggest sector. Government is growing now twice as fast as our private sector employment and our private sector industries. That can't happen. We need a burgeoning private sector like we have under Donald Trump with a lot of jobs, big increases in wages. Well, Republicans believe government spending is boosting growth, and when you look and remove the taxpayer money cracks that we did the show, the White House Economic Joe Bernstein making the case Americans are still able to manage their debt. You talk about the servicing credit debt. That's almost treading water for a lot of families, just servicing and pushing that debt along. As long as your income is rising relative to your debt, you can service that debt. And so that's why the numbers I cited, well, I think you don't want to get ahead. So there's a couple of parts to this. You want to be able to service your debt while you're getting ahead. Now, it makes a point that over the past couple months, wages are outpacing the inflation that we're seeing. But that's like taking 4 steps back and 2 steps forward. Well, I can see that 2 steps forward economically, but not the whole step. Thank you very much, Edward. All right, we show you back the door. Our reports don't feel financially on the gas. The reasons that asset management are supposed to know, because this is what we see. People don't feel confident in the future. They don't feel confident in their financial situation. But yet, some of these numbers come out, well, the economic numbers are okay. So what is the discount? Speaking of viral advancing, here's stock market. You're right about something. The numbers really aren't that bad. And that's what's so weird, Sandra, about the Federal Reserve and their role in this whole thing. 50 basis points last month. And we said, economic data that would tell you, by the way, the movies should be liking. It's kind of like extracting this data and when it applies to the American consumer. I think it's also similar to the real practical in your history.
Can't believe the remasters run beneath my feet.
Federal Reserve
I had no idea.
see economic conditions that are weakening
Not the
in
braces to
order
go for
for
that.
them to be
The losers
cutting.
will keep them
Or
contained.
the Federal Reserve is smoking their breakfast again. Because something is wrong with the data that I see and that you see and that we all see that we get normally in public format. And then that's right, and we have job growth that's out there. We have prices to Yankees games, for example. And you know, they're way up. I mean, $100s way up from last year. But you also have to take these data points and extract them like it's a baseball and Mookie Betts is gone. They're going to win the World Series, by the way. But it's almost like a baseball Mookie Betts is glove. Then he goes to the outfield and you have to grab it out of his glove. And you get to some of these data points and figure out what's really going on in there. Yes, things are a little bit weaker, but they're not weak enough that things should be freaking out. So that's what we're saying about you're based it against the market, which is showing that things are pretty good. Give it a day or two, and you know this being on the border, the Florida exchange in the Chicago area, it's like with the CBOE and everything they're trading, you do it on the NASDAQ, give it a day or two.
Something I also remember being in Chicago and taking stuff candy in your pocket because it's a long day down there and you can eat the tree bit. And speaking of candy, apparently the National Retail Federation is putting out a forecast. They believe that Halloween spending is down this year. Do you have any theories on that? And is that tied to economic weakness? What is that?
I think Americans are getting healthy. Candy Girl, by the way, my favorite song of all time from New Edition. And one thing that I'm doing my part as far as candy goes. I buy as much candy as I can. The board trade and grandparents to get good candy too, because I mean, you're going to get a drink when you're down there, and you get your candy whenever gets stuff in your pocket. So I think people are nowadays trying to look at prices. Look at what you get, and if it's time of inflation, look at what you get for a bag of candy these days. Back when you and I were growing up, back in my day, you could get a whole bag of Reese's peanut butter cups for $3, and I used to do that. Nowadays, the whole bag of Reese's peanut butter cups was this size, and it's $9, but it's up from $6 3 years ago.
Looking at this year over year, it's still up 37% over the last 5 years.
Crazy.
I'm sure people at home are thinking, wait, I've seen more Halloween decorations in people's front yards than I ever have. But a lot of people, I think, did that during COVID.
They did. They look so because people are, and nowadays, like, people are finding maybe some more deals out there. There's more supply, which is nice. I mean, some of these are very elaborate. I'm going to Sonic the Hedgehog, by the way, which is a great thing. My daughter's probably going as Tails, who is his compatriot. I'm not going to admit that on national TV. I will do that almost once a day. The problem is, the costume was about $65. 3-4 years ago, that costume was what, $30, $35? Actually, they probably pay me to wear it. And now I have to pay to dress up as Sonic the Hedgehog tomorrow, which is scary. What are you going as, by the way? Oh my God, that's a first.
I don't know, but I'm looking forward to a little bit of candy, and I don't like to be scared, so stop.
Don't look at me then, and there's Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, I thought the Sonic the Hedgehog thing was good.
You know, and the costume you wear is perfectly fine.
I'll take the mask off then.
Sounds good to see you.
See you.
Thank you. There's a lot of things that should
This could get tricky with so many.
The 5 days ahead of the day tomorrow, Republican South Dakota Governor Christie Nolan right here on Rumble. Thanks for joining us. We're at the 1 o'clock on weekdays with Don Roberts. The 5 starts right now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jesse Waters along with Judge Janine Carroll, Harold Ford Jr., Daniel Carino, and Tyrus. 5 o'clock in New York City, and this is the 5. Donald Trump lacing into Joe Biden for calling half the country garbage. America's bumbling commander-in-chief stepping all over Kamala's big closing argument night. So picture this. While VP Harris was outside on the ellipse giving her big speech, Joe Biden was inside the White House right behind her, punishing Latinos for giving Hillary's deplorable run for month by smearing millions of Trump supporters. Feast your eyes on this.
Just the other day, Speaker Raleigh called Puerto Rico floating on the border. So what do you say? I don't know what Puerto Rico. So I know. Puerto Rico, my home state of Delaware, has great, decent, honorable people. Some of the garbage I see, they're supported. And criminalization things in the country. It's in America.
Joe Biden really stepped on the rake, desperately posting up to put out the political fire, saying he was referring to a comic act at Trump's MSG rally. But the damage was done
And Papa is running away. Faster than me when I'm inside as well.
First of all, we clarified this comment, but let me be clear. I strongly disagree with any criticism of people based on who they vote for.
This thing's good shit, but it wears you out like nothing else. Real big upgrade between the 4th and 5th gen ordnance right here. I can see why the army liked this so much. It was worth destroying it out of that corrupt general.
Joe
right?
Biden's comments, the direct result.
But what am I gonna do now? No one's gonna find the goods now that I've got them well hidden. Now I gotta settle between selling it to A for a fat stack, or taking it to some lab or a tech.
Human.
That girl with arc
You know
rods
what?
seemed
The
to know
truth
what
is
it was
that
worth,
the
too.
whole country like garbage, whether
Wouldn't
they
mind
meant
having
to or
her
not,
work under me
because
if
they're
it meant
mostly
getting him out of the
incompetent
way.
people.
I
And
might
they
be able to
destroy
tap
our
more than
country.
extra
That
mirror
makes
out
the
of that
world
deal.
look like
Getting a
this.
little ahead of
You know what's worse than anything?
Huh?
Garbage. We're garbage. We're garbage.
What are
From
you
a
doing?
public relations perspective, on a
So you
scale
came
of
here
1 to
after
10,
all.
how bad is this?
It's, I mean, really bad.
Not a bad hustle you got going.
It sort of
You
depends
learned what those
on
punks
who
were
you
up to,
touch.
tipped off the cops, then snatched the case in the
Garbage
confusion,
days, all
committed
the
us, and for that, you will
They
pay.
put an ad about it, and they're all to the races, and then they get people in the fundraising community and the entertainment field to pull their endorsement off, and they're off the races, and then this happens. I don't understand why is he doing these things. He doesn't need to do any of these things.
You're saying Joe Biden's not strong in the Latino community?
Well, I'm just saying also, like, why is it?
Shit might be hitting the fan soon.
And she's out there doing an event. It's not like you're doing a campaign
What do you mean?
where nobody's going to see it. You're on the video, which makes the White House alteration of the transcript so horrible. Because you can see it. And actually, the captions that come up when the president speaks is all that happens. There's no these are costs for these. How did you ask the president if there were any costs for these? Or did you just like, if we say it's not cost for these, maybe we can get rid of it. And then the two things go, that's not Joe Biden trying to do that. We know that he doesn't do this. That's the key in saying, let's put this together and put it in a box. I thought you could have Congress could have brought things in a little harder on the Congress, but it's one of our most forceful distancing from him. But I think that conservatives have been dealing with this for 8 years. We're still talking about this story. So this time when they came back a punch, it's like they were at 10.
10. We finally get the number. I believe it is that first to attack. You look like you're dying to say something, Tyler.
Because I think corn pop. I think that, because I know that in here, the Puerto Rican population, or the one about corn pop. This is starting to feel like, you know, me and Judge were fighting for the same promotion. Dana picked Judge. And so Judge is outside the 5 doing the press conference, and I'm inside here. And they wanted to interview me, but I don't get the cameras. I get a friendly guy around my height holding the phone down, trying to make him look skinny for some reason. I guess he's going to take selfies for Facebook afterwards. And he was just frustrated and mad, and he should be out there, not her. And that garbage term, just so you know, garbage is the strongest word you could use on television before you got into the cuss words. So garbage was the last line. So he was in the mind frame of he was still on TV, but he was on somebody's phone. So garbage, like in wrestling, you think the garbage at this time to go. You get a roll.
Save it.
But I
He's
think
dead.
at this point, last week we were Hitler and Nazis. Now we're garbage. I think at this point, no one's brittle
I can
on
see
our
he
side.
tried to resist,
Keep the names
but it
coming,
couldn't stop his throat from being slit. Wasn't even a usual knife, more like a machete. And then his left hand is...
What are you two doing down here?
In Adios' name?
This is
Look at all that blood!
Judge, you need the Kamala Harris campaign.
It would be the guy we were just about to ask to come in and talk to
And
us.
this.
You look like you found yourself in the middle of a real mess here. I hope you're ready to come to the station.
Communication between the Biden and the Obama
Crime scene secured at 1:10 p.m.
Two important witnesses will volunteer themselves into custody and accompany us to the sighting station.
Talking about the strike, the resolution of the strike until January, or talking about the hurricane, or talking about any one of a number of things. But, I think for most Americans or most Republicans or conservatives, this isn't a mistake. This is just another time that they name-called us, okay? It started with the deplorables, and then we were racist, and then we were Nazis, and then we were fascists, then we were extremists. Now we're garbage. Under Obama, we're the rednecks who cling to God and guns and all that stuff. They've done nothing but trash us. Us, the supporters of Donald Trump. So when Donald Trump says something like, they're not just coming for me, they're coming for you. This makes it eminently clear that after we get in, they're coming for us, because that's how little they think of us. And if you listen to what he said, and I listened to it like 3 times, there's no question he's talking about supporters, plural. He didn't mention the comedian, he didn't mention that guy. It was plurals. And, last night, and we'll talk about this in the next block, when they're trying to make themselves joy unity, think about Joe Biden. Joe Biden is the one who had Donald Trump in the bullseye a week before Trump was shot. And, last week it was lock him up.
Who do you think you're
So
fooling,
they
Arkwright?
despise us, and it's really scary.
Good to be with you. Good to be with you. It's been a while.
It's usually the way it goes, yeah.
It was just some coincidence that you were in the maintenance tunnel?
It's because your questions are fucking retarded.
You were just taking that girl with you along on some field trip? Not a chance.
And what the vice president did to strongly disagree with him. This is the first time she disagreed with President Biden publicly. This was an important moment. I think she not done it. I think I believe she's telling the truth. And I think she had to do it. But I've seen some coverage of it saying this is just a soldier moment for her American president. I did what he did in the race in '92. I think it was politically, at a time in which your campaign is about bringing people together and about bringing seats to the table for everyone. If she didn't do this, I think some of the criticism, if not all the criticism, Judge, in the way you described it, I think would be warranted. So I'm proud that she did that. 2, we should be clear. The joke that the comedian told was just an awful joke. I would not have described it the way that President Biden did, but it was an awful joke. And I think even President Trump has said he didn't even know the guy, doesn't know the joke.
I can see the rumors of how much a handful you are weren't overselling.
Finally, it's amazing. We're 6 days out, and this is what we're
The
talking
weapon might not have a blade.
I think both campaigns,
Never seen anything like
the
it.
positive ending, I
You've
think,
got a
can still
state-of-the-art
happen.
Orbman,
If the
too.
president
You've been skirting the line of legality dangerously close these past few
Pretty don't take my
years.
advice, but
You do know we could come down on you if we wanted to,
I
right?
remind people of the things that you think that you did so great 6-7 years ago. And if you're Kamala Harris, you make the case that President Trump told everybody that if Joe Biden had won in 2020, the country would be in a depression. When in fact, we have more jobs, we have more cures, we have more
Took the
energy,
words
more
right
wealth
out of
than
my
we've ever
mouth.
had as a nation. And I think
Really
we
know
can
how
do
to throw
better.
people off.
Let's end on something positive here as opposed to all of the vitriol. Well, it must be a 10 because Harold spun like a madman. He just praised Kamala. He just praised Kamala Harris for distancing herself from the if Joe Biden said, you know what, I meant it, I think that then I would say, you give people space to grow. You gotta give people space to any and everybody. You give me space, I give you space, bro. I said, we all have to
You're wasting your time.
We'll get each other space. We'll hold hands and remember making space. I didn't go that Coming up, we'll talk about the speech Joe Biden blew up. Kamala's closing arguments. We'll also talk about this.
I would be with the Central Intelligence Department, the group that asked for your help on this case. The name's Tim Kay. I'm with the CID's Analytical Division.
You destroy me. You destroy
On its
yourself.
behalf, I thank you for your aid in locating Giacomo Conte. And I see your line caught a second fish as well.
Work this month.
To support your break.
People of some genres, just as witness and censorship have subverted the music industry, they also crushed free expression on social media. Censors have suspended social media users, canceled entire news channels, obliterated online discussion platforms, and even banished a sitting American president from big tech platforms. But I'm here to say there's a place for you. A place where patriots can speak freely without fearing some unknown, unsafe speech enforcer that wants to shut you down. That place is called True Social, a free speech social media platform that hosts breaking news, TV streaming channels, and powerful commentary on all the issues facing our great nation. Break free of big tech and make your voice heard. Join me on an uncancelable platform that I could debut my songs, and where you can read exclusive commentary from our 45th president, Donald J. Trump. I'll see you on True Social, where freedom lives.
Hello friends, Mike and Yusuf here. We often hear it said, seeing is believing. But when you surrender your life to Jesus, you will discover that believing is seeing. When you come to Jesus, you will see that the promises of God are all true, and He keeps all of His promises perfectly. Did you come to Him?
I'll be taking my leave now, sir.
Visit findingtruepeace.com to find out.
You know what needs doing next, and be sure to send your report to the chief.
Tommy Copper's zip-up, full-back support shirt is redefining compression.
You do this or this. Sometimes you use countertops.
The ultimate muscle-supporting, weight-fighting compression shirt that zips on easily.
So that you can do
She said she was with the Central Intelligence Department.
Looks that way. Seems real competent, too. And you're able to bark out orders to her just like that, huh? Shows you've moved up in the world, Renee.
Huh?
Kincaid, not Renee. You know that. Though perhaps you need reminding after 3 years.
Hard to say if 3 years ago even counted as a proper hello.
So I was able to relate and find somewhere where I could fit in. Thanks to your support of United Way, I'm able to achieve my dreams and become a doctor.
You're still on the ball as ever, you spectacled sadist.
Same to you, Spriggan. Still working from the shadows and relying on old-fashioned stubbornness and trickery to get the job done, I see.
Damn right.
The CID is currently hot on the trail of the duo who murdered Giacomo Conte. We found trace evidence of them at the scene.
Knew you wouldn't waste time. Then...
I know your nose and circle of suspicious contacts are not to be underestimated. I won't be getting in the way of whatever you and your friend are working on. If you hear anything interesting, however, you'll give me a call. You owe it to me after bailing you out. I don't believe I've heard that hollow before. By the way, have you told her you're back yet? Well, that ain't good. Will you ever grow up?
Well, America, Data's got a big
Take
deal.
care of that.
All right.
You as well,
So
young
much
lady.
for that joyful,
Thank you.
happy warrior commentary. We're all glued and glued in a highly negative closing argument. Trump bash fest.
Donald Trump, unstable, obsessed with revenge, consumed with grievance, and out for unchecked power. America was born when we wrested freedom from a petty tyrant. These United States of America, we are not a vessel for the schemes of wannabe dictators.
But how rich is this? After spending most of her speech bashing Trump,
Kamala wants to be a unifier.
Okay, now not perfect. I make mistakes, but here's what I promise you. I will always listen to you. I pledge to seek common ground and common sense solutions to make your life better. I am not looking to score political points. Unlike Donald Trump, I don't believe people who disagree with me are the enemy. He wants to put them in jail. I'll give them a seat at the table.
My face hurts listening to that. And of course, the media was lapping up every word.
I think it was both her best speech, it was her most important speech, and the location of it made it literally. This is exactly what Harris campaign hoped that they were going to do, because she was going to do.
Can I have a moment of your time?
Joyful warrior. We saw someone that was presidential.
You just came out of the police station, didn't you?
This is a damn good speech. She did a very good job
There was
delivering
just
the
a
speech.
murder.
I think
Is it when you were in there?
speech in her life thus far.
Well, I'd go to you first. But listen, you are one of the most smooth-talking human beings I have ever met in my life. What will you do? And I'm just saying, like, I just would like to say, Jesse, I believe you agree that when it comes to talking,
Totally just joined the paper's local news
I don't
division
say
and
what
happened
you're
to hear what was going
going
on from a source of
The
mine.
question is this. When you're hearing
You wouldn't
her
happen to have
speech,
anything to add about the murder, would you?
does
You'll
it
take
bother
anything.
you at all that no one's saying, wow, that was really smooth? She spent half the speech talking about Hitler, and at the end, I want to work with everybody. Is that confusing to you?
Subsequently, I would have done this speech differently.
Oh, I know that.
And I give her this. I think one of the announcers we had, or one of the hosts of one of the other network shows,
Thank you so much.
it was really smart.
Jesse, wait,
Location.
Dingo.
That she
I'll
said
get
one
one
of the
over
things.
you
I think
this
the
time.
location is good. I like watching things. Dane was talking a lot of lessons about PR. One of the things I like doing is watching things on mute.
Having a rough day.
And the imagery was pretty powerful. Number one. Two, I think again the overemphasis on Trump is typical in those things. That's just not me. I don't. There are things I don't like about President Trump. I disagree with him on some policy issues, and I find objectionable a lot of things about January 6th, if not all of it. But I think
Sure.
when you're running again,
I'll get it done.
That visual right there, if you come out and you talk about the economy, you talk about we're going to make things stronger, we're going to make things better for the country, we don't want to go back. I thought they had a better frame at the convention. But having said that, first, I think that the visual is so powerful that I think someone else said she looked presidential. Those flags, that White House in the back, you put it on mute. She got what she needed out of that last night. And again, I still hope the next 5 or 6 days we're positive.
That changes the entire
If you walk into an airport, I
Jesse, you're a stat number guy. You're a fat guy 24/7. Let me throw some numbers at you. You're always fat. You never feel it. You're a rock. Listen, she mentioned Trump 23 times.
Yeah.
She mentioned inflation 0 times. She mentioned economy 1 time. Talked about money twice, prices twice, middle class twice, although those were about her, and financial stuff 3 times. So the entire bulk of her speech was Trump, Trump, Trump. This cannot be a good formula for winning. This, factually, if you were her campaign manager, would this be the numbers you want that were already talked about with Trump? Does that sound like a winning team's final pledge to America?
What speech? No one's talking about the speech. Because Joe Biden blew it up. Joe Biden couldn't let Kamala have this moment. This was supposed to be his moment. This was supposed to be his close.
Yep.
And look what he did. He wouldn't let her have it. And this has been ruminated about the pool for months. Can't get over it. He's a resentful old man who now Kamala has a restraining order. He's not allowed to go anywhere near this guy. He was within walking distance of her speech. Didn't get a ticket. Ever since he said lock Trump up, they haven't been quarantining him at the moment.
He was upset that she was on his line.
So she was on his line. And they had to buy a laptop for his Zoom. Now, you know what Biden's new laptop? It's not good. You never want to give a Biden a laptop. It's always going to be a disaster. So he gets out there on the Zoom and just screws up her closing message. And what is she going to do now? Everyone is talking about this. So let's say the nice things. Okay, here's the nice things. The hair looked good. All good. The lighting was perfect. Not much else is there.
It said, she won't got a mistake and no one cared. And my source was Johnny. And he was at Helix. And she's talking about 100,000 people there. He said there was 30. And not about 30 guitarists, but you know, I've heard these